bright. Might be too bright now. That's
Yeah,
good. I like it.
You're in the
I
bright
changed
house.
this out to a 100-watt bulb too.
You did?
In the 4 hours you were messing with that, I snuck in here and
man.
changed that.
Well, I took it out to 20.
The one Pierre put up doesn't have shit for light. It's really that one we changed. Now I'm seeing spots.
That's too bright, I think, for 100.
Well, the other one said 100, but that's 100 LED. It's like it's no problem until you look at it, and then you can't see shit.
It blinded me earlier when I was putting that up.
108, podcast 108, Tuesday, June 25th, 5:22. Today go fast? I keep wanting to brush this off you, and it's actually screen printing. It's supposed to be there.
What? What are you looking at?
I'm just seeing if it's blowing all out. I might have to take one bulb out.
No, you don't. Nobody gives a fuck if it's blown out.
Alright.
I dare you fucking say it's blown out.
Podcast.
Have your friends come and comment that our fucking video is blown out on the fucking YouTube. I dare you to. Maybe they'll fucking...
Maybe
What
that
will we do? Turn all the lights out?
No, it'll just be episode 100.
What
Deuces,
happens when-
motherfucker.
Ha! That's way worse. That's way better. Makes us look suntanned.
Yeah, it gives us some tone.
How's your day?
It was good.
What happened
It
today?
was interesting. I don't know where to start.
Beginning.
We started with a workout, which was pretty good today. It was always good.
Man, I did not want to do legs today.
No, but we hit it hard.
Yeah, we got in there and fucking did it good, yeah.
And then we get to the shop, and John comes walking by. He goes, "It's Tuesday. Put some pants on." So we got the truck.
You can't sit here naked on Tuesdays.
Only Tuesdays. So we got into the truck, the whole lot of us, and drove over to wherever.
The next nearest town with a flea market.
Next town over.
I'm about to go to war with the nearest town with a Costco.
Man, it had smells.
I didn't smell any smells.
No, I smelled smells.
That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
normal.
there
That's
was
just
smells.
that's just Tennessee.
There was a cot from the 30s that Jeff wanted to buy.
Only because that kid was sleeping
Only
on
because
it.
the kid was
There's
sleeping
a
on it.
kid laying on a cot, asleep in the sun.
I wasn't
and I'm
convinced
like-
he was asleep. I
I'm
think
like,
he was pretending.
That kid's gonna be totally fucked tonight.
Yeah.
He's sunburned.
There was a bolt action 50 BMG.
I didn't see that. I saw a Tommy gun.
There was a Tommy gun.
It was there too. Yeah.
There was CDs.
8 tracks. I'll bet you there's 8 tracks.
Rusted chain.
Chain doesn't go bad though.
I got a little WD-40.
I am pretty confident that the last time Amanda was at the flea market with me 3 years ago,
That same chain was there.
over 50% of the items for sale today were
We're
there.
still there, yeah.
And
To include those donuts.
Not just the same stuff, the exact same items.
It was probably, what, 85 degrees, 90 degrees when we were there?
Mm-hmm.
It was warm.
It was warm.
And there was donuts.
Bags of
This
donuts.
chocolate was probably melted.
Like, how are you flipping donuts?
They weren't making them. There's their
No, they said Hostess on them.
Yeah, they were in the bag.
Hostess, yeah.
Those are the overruns. When the dollar store, when they were too expired for the dollar store,
Yeah.
they pulled those out of the dumpster.
Man, that's what that whole flea market looked like. Then there was
All the things that you
there
could
was math.
pawn at the pawn store.
Math happened at during the chicken and.
Did you like that now? It's not even like whatever.
It wasn't like odd numbers. It was like both of these are 12 and the rest are 10. And then the abacus came out.
4 at 12. That's fucking right.
And I was-
48.
And I was like 58 because there was 5.
Oh, okay.
There
I
was
thought
3.
there
Yeah,
was 4.
no, there was 3.
That's how we ended up with a fucking rooster. I said I
Yeah.
want the 4 hens.
Yeah, and he just gave you the whole crate. And then the 4 guineas were $20 a piece. So there was
That's
that
high for
abacus.
guineas. That's pretty high for guineas.
And then it was good though. It was like it was an experience.
And then we met a man.
And then we came home. We came to work, ate breakfast, ate lunch, and then this dude comes in.
What do you do?
I was
Mostly
like,
artillery.
no bullshit. Hey man, how you doing? Good. So what do you do, man? I work in artillery. So when somebody says that, and I'm like, okay, like trying to comprehend what the fuck does artillery mean? Surely he's not talking about big guns.
Howitzers.
And I was like, you got anything with you? And he was like, 105 shells, some white phosphorus stuff, you know. It was just in the truck? And I go, yeah. And then I was like, this is slang for West Tennessee, like, road work or something. So Jeff comes by,
Yeah,
and I go,
don't say who he is.
no, and I go, Jeff, ask this fine gentleman what he does for work. And he was just, I do artillery. And then Jeff's face lit up because Jeff was like, there's only one word that means artillery. So, and then that was a really cool conversation for probably, what, good 30, 40, well, I don't know if it was that much.
Been here 2 hours. And I'm like, Jeff's like, do you have a tank? He's like, well, I only have 3 of them right now.
He's like, I don't have, we're not organized like you guys, and I don't have a lot of pieces. Like,
I only have
only
121.
Yeah, 21 artillery pieces. I'm like, yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, I got mortars.
Yeah.
And I was like,
you're right. I don't want to come see any of that shit. If you only got 21, I mean, yeah, 23, that'd be different.
So I raised my hand and asked the green question: Where would you go to shoot a mortar off? And John just, well, we can do it here because John's answers, we can do it right, like
right out back.
right out back. So I'm thinking like, okay, and the guy's like, oh yeah, he's like, we'll just do high angle, shoot it over the building, land in the back. Like, didn't even.
That won't even take math. We
No,
still have it set from the last time.
Yeah. It was. I believed when I heard the stories. I'm like, you wouldn't believe the motherfuckers that walk into this building.
Could we launch a mortar from here and hit James's range?
Which range?
The
Well, never mind. I take it back.
Yes.
Depending on the mortar, we could hit all of them. Yeah. Yeah, we could, like a 81 mil. I believe.
How?
You know what? Actually, I think even a 60 would hit James's from here.
How
He has an
accurate?
81 millimeter mortar?
He's probably.
Yeah, I guarantee he does.
What does that look like?
It's this. It's exactly this tall.
The shell that we have to put
The
in.
shell is. It's about that big.
3 inches around, like a piece of PVC.
No,
pipe?
it's. Well, it's 81
So you're not
millimeter
carrying
mortars.
more than like 4 of those, probably.
Yeah,
They're on the truck.
we don't carry them.
They're on
We
the
don't
truck.
carry. We don't carry 81 millimeter mortar rounds. We carry 60s. We don't carry 81s.
I'll bet
81s
some-
come in crates and they're trucked in.
No, I'll bet at some point some poor fool had to carry.
How accurate are you? Like, the thing doesn't move, right?
depends.
Theoretically, it does not move. Like, I know it's going
it
to
does
shift a little
move.
bit.
It moves every time you fucking drop one
100%.
in.
But I'm just saying, if you could somehow, theoretically, this thing never moved, and I dropped one and then the other, would they land literally on
No,
top
they
of each
won't.
other?
They're not made to do that.
Okay.
Will the wind affect trajectory?
Yeah, all that. But I mean,
How
with
much
an
weight?
81,
Yeah,
it's
kinda
not
heavy,
that
right?
much.
How loud is it when we launch it?
Versus
It's
when it
loud.
lands.
Do you need your pro?
No,
You don't need your pro? Is it louder when it's coming in?
it's loud when
Does
it's.
it,
Yeah,
does it do the whistle?
It's loud when it comes in. Yeah,
It's even louder when it detonates.
yeah, it's really loud when it detonates.
Would we hear it detonate from here?
Yeah, it would be thump, thump, thump.
Can
You
we
would hear it.
could we legally fire it from here to James's range?
Legally? No, because you'd be.
Could he?
I don't even think he could.
Could
Because you're crossing other people's property.
it doesn't go on high enough. What if we went to space?
No,
and then
it's
back in?
it's a high angle weapon system. So it's using the arc.
So
it's
that
using
really
arc
is
of fire.
that actually is a weapon system.
Yes, it's using an
And it
arc
has a
of fire.
platform.
It does have a platform. Yeah, I guess.
That's all 3 words.
So, like when he's talking about shoot, like for example, you can't
Cross the
with
highway.
an 81 with mortars. Period. There's no direct fire.
Right.
It's all
Because
angle fire.
because it's trajectory, it's weight primer.
Does
fire.
it
Yeah.
prime when it spins?
No,
Like
it does
a
not.
grenade?
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta pull the
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. Though I thought you were talking about the powder charges. So you put powder charges on the bottom of it. They're just little like tea bags, and that decides how far it goes.
For real?
Oh, nonchalant you are.
I didn't know that.
My favorite part is it's exactly this tall.
Well, because I've stood in front of an 81 millimeter mortar, and it's exactly this tall. 60 millimeter mortars way the fuck down here.
Yeah, but this one's exactly.
Yeah.
60 millimeter mortar seems like it's a mortar version of a law rocket.
Yeah, it's kind of a. I don't want to say that. All the gunners will be like, no. It is kind of a big law rocket.
So not even an AT-4.
No, because the AT-4 is 84
So
millimeters.
it's illegal because we're crossing people's property?
That's what I would say. I would say you can't cross property boundaries. That's what would make it illegal.
That dude has every explosives and machine gun license. there is,
So have you been to the new range at all? Well, the Birdsong range. Have you been to the
I've been
Birdsong? Okay. So the pistol range, the big one, where
we
they have 40?
teach our classes there at night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what's this?
We teach attack response after midnight.
What was that?
Wouldn't that be
Skinemax?
We should advertise.
We should advertise
for
attack
that.
response
Oh,
after
man.
midnight.
Skinemax.
Oh my god.
The Skinemax version. Like, how I'm still trying to understand like accuracy. Like, how close can you if you want to hit this? How close reasonably? Do you send 40?
You gotta call for fire and then walk it in and adjust for trajectory and elevation.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of variations in it. They're very accurate.
Yeah.
But you have to
we might not be able to just blow up your Mercedes on the first shot. We might hit somebody else's.
So if you wanted to,
There's only my Mercedes in there.
We're not shooting your Mercedes while it's parked anywhere next to one of my fucking.
Let's say you wanted to hit Cody's car.
Okay.
First round, it's going to be in the parking lot.
Yeah, because you got to figure out where it goes.
Yeah, first round's going to be in the parking lot. Then you're just going to adjust. But once you get to
within a foot or two, doesn't really matter.
50 meters.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's going to fucking.
Okay,
fuck
so that's
that up.
50 meters is your.
Well, it just depends, but yeah, for the most part.
So the safe thing would be to shoot it from one side of the building, stay on that side of the building, and
well,
set a GoPro up on the other side of the building.
No, because we're not shooting HE. There's no way he definitely can't do that. We could fire training rounds over the top of the building, but he couldn't fire HE.
That won't do anything.
No, not here. He couldn't do it.
Is there a noise when the training round
when
lands?
that training round lands?
Mm-hmm.
Is the tail sticking out?
Uh huh.
Does it make a noise when it lands?
Yeah, it'll be like
he could do
a really heavy football.
He could do HE. Why?
There's no way.
I bet you he could. I'm
Why can't he?
Well, first off, if
could
you fired,
could we do HE at James'
first off,
range?
Well,
if you
I know
fired
HE needs
if
like
you
a
fired
special
HE
range.
over the top of our building to go on the other side of the building,
Yeah.
you would need a lot of repair material because it would fuck the whole side of your building up.
How fucked up?
Worth the video
Swiss
fucked
cheese. Up? No, I don't think it would. I don't think it would be worth the video because I wouldn't want to be out there trying to repair all that shit.
No, we can just cover it with that Flex Seal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, they made a boat out of a screen.
Flex Seal.
Yeah, I actually want to do the boat out of a screen.
Well, we got a pond.
I have 5 kayaks. I have a yellow one I don't really like. That'll be Pierre's boat.
We could probably shoot.
Pierre can't swim. Did you know that?
I can't swim.
He's never kayaked.
I've never kayaked.
Never been in a canoe.
Never been in a canoe.
Never been on a boat.
He's 25% wrong.
You've never been on a boat?
I've been on a boat. He's 50-50.
Sex with only one girl.
That's not true.
Never in a fist fight.
That's true. He's 50-50.
I think we can get the
but
boat.
if- but
we
if-
can get the boat and the fist fight.
But
all
if
at
I've
the
had
same
sex
time.
with more than one girl, does that kind of
Just
trump?
because Jessica puts on wigs and you call her with a Russian accent, that does not fucking mean that girl. Okay.
Yes, you can shoot a 60 millimeter mortar on
Can we
the
fire?
birdsong range all
Can we
day
fire it from the kayak?
No.
Can we?
Do you have? Is
believe
there,
that-
is there
I
a
believe that-
mortar that we could put? How about those smoke launchers? Like
Well,
on
no,
the,
I
can we
take
put
it back.
those on the front of the.
You could probably fire a 60 from the kayak.
It's not going to bury the kayak or try to punch through the bottom.
Well, it's yours. We'll see what happens.
No, because you can hand fire a
Okay,
60
flex-
millimeter.
We'll
mortar.
tell
Flex
you.
seal.
We'll tell you
Can I
when.
get a can of Flex Seal while we're at it?
You might want to have it on hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about those smoke launchers? Can we put those on the kayaks?
The vehicle smoke launchers?
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
Those look super cool.
they are very super cool, but believe it or not, those are considered destructive devices.
Are they not just because we used to make those?
Allegedly.
No, we made them. Have
Yeah,
a PVC pipe and a
yeah.
spring, and
But the real ones are considered destructive device because of the way they're fired.
how are they fired?
Primer fired.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm almost not to speak on his behalf, but I'm pretty sure he'd be like, okay, yeah, cool. We could have a badass like mini contractor class if we get this guy to come on the range.
I don't know.
I'm sure.
I don't think so.
You don't think Jaeger would be for it?
No, I think James would. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, assuming the guy would be like, yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's do it. I'm sure Jaeger would be like, yeah, let's go buy a couple cars and put them in.
No, I don't think so because those guys are running out there and shit. Like that's gonna change the dynamics of his class. Like going and actually blowing some shit up. That's not like when you blow a car up. Like
Yeah.
I saw them blow a car up.
Yeah.
The hood flew off like 300 feet and fucking landed at somebody's.
Though my thought would be into
No.
like where the targets are
No,
because nobody really
you're
runs
not,
around.
You're
there.
not allowed to think.
What, firing mortar
This
rounds?
is a conversation for you to have.
If you're firing mortar rounds
Yeah.
with high explosive
Uh-huh.
into the target area,
Yeah.
all
There's
of his
gonna be holes.
targets are going to be fucked.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a,
It's like a
this is
real
conversation for you to have with James.
It's a real explosion.
Okay.
Not on this video.
All right.
They're real explosions. They're not. It's
This,
not
yeah,
like
this is
it's real
this
shit.
is an airsoft here.
Not Milsim.
Like,
Yeah, they're real
you
explosive.
get shot in the shoulder
Yeah.
by accident,
Uh-huh.
we're still fucking around the rest of the day.
I got tourniquets on my plates.
You don't need tourniquet. Like, unless blood's squirting out, you're fine.
Yeah, just shove
Super glue it or
some
something.
cotton in there.
Put a finger in it.
We'll put a fucking bandage in there, and we'll put some fucking duct tape over it.
You have to work on my
Duct tape.
underhand
I like
shooting
the
or
duct
something.
tape. Yeah.
There's dudes that go 4 days like that and then fucking get some stitches put in.
Okay.
You're gonna be okay. We'll put some Neosporin on. We'll
I'm
go
not
triple
worried about
antibiotic.
it. I'm not worried about it.
That motherfucker gets a hangnail, and he's worried about it.
Okay.
That's what the fucking. He ain't worried about the tire
did
going.
get his-
He's not worried about the tire going flat. He's worried about getting cut when he fucking takes the flat tire off.
How would I get cut when
He
from
did.
from the wire sticking through. You haven't see? You don't even know what I'm fucking talking about.
He
Change
did
tires.
get eye surgery on a coupon.
It wasn't even
It
a
was
coupon.
actually what's that?
Wasn't
What's
even a
that
coupon,
little?
it was
What's
a-
that little newspaper used to come out? Penny Saver.
Penny saver.
The
Penny
laser,
saver.
the laser machine was running on a generator.
That's awesome, man. Not even a sine wave generator.
I don't even know how
No,
that's possible.
no.
Like you would have fried computers and shit. It's a
Yeah.
good thing that was a solid state
Yeah.
laser.
It's fucked up.
Skully, I thought about your story involving those people in Somalia shitting in the well of water. Those aren't people. Those are savages. It's still funny till this day. You said Mogadishu looked like the French Riviera. Show them your hat you're wearing.
I did.
When they can't see it from you. When
Mhm.
colonists were over there cracking the whip, I felt the same way about California thinking back to it. When I flew over SoCal back in 2017 for the first time in years, it looked beautiful. But when I ventured into San Diego gas lamp quarter, it looked like a third world country. Who the fuck? Oh, this is Weston. That's why. Yeah, the gas lamp quarter is like a block from Horton Plaza. They're selling. I was there 2 years ago. They had a Haji prayer rug shop, and they had a toy shop upstairs on the third level selling fake Legos. They didn't even call them like Egos or anything. They're just like not like big Duplo blocks, like a dude like whittled them out of wood kind of shit. It was crazy. And an incense store up there. That used to be the most expensive fucking real estate in San Diego.
Yeah.
It looked like a third world country. Los Angeles also looked the same as I traveled down Hollywood Boulevard. You got to go to East Hollywood. Where does it go from east to west? Where
Doesn't
were all
matter
the-
anywhere now. It's all everywhere that you can park your butt. There is somebody shitting and fucking throwing their trash on the ground.
Simi Valley is the nicest place it's been that I've been to so far. That's where I met Billy Birdzell for the first time for training. My question is, was California ever like that via the French
Oh yeah,
Riviera?
it used to. I mean, you I'll give you an example. San Diego. You know, you used to just maintain things. So San Diego used to have a contract where they would have a company go through downtown San Diego with pressure washers to pressure
Blast
wash
all
the
the-
piss off the street.
Oh, and even before that, it was gum,
Uh-huh.
just the gum and shit.
And they would
Col-
pressure wash that. They would pressure wash the fucking street, whether your ass was standing there or not. And so it basically forced those individuals that don't want to fucking take care of things to be in a certain part of town, so downtown stayed nice. But you know,
They'd
the
push them
liberal-
under the bridges and shit. I remember as a kid
Take over.
seeing cops arresting transients.
Yeah, liberals take over, and that's what you get.
Skully, since you retired from the USMC, have you gone on to military bases since?
I've gone a couple. I mean, it took a long time for them to convince me to go to Camp Pendleton again. I've been to Quantico, been to Clarksville. I mean, I just, you know, I'm not in anymore. So why take the time to go on base?
Skully, thoughts on the AF 2011? That's the double-barreled 1911. Have you shot it?
I have not shot it. It's ridiculous. It's just like the damn double barrel or the double AR-15.
Would you take a double-barrel like Sten gun? So you had two sideways mags? The Sterling Mark 6 silent gun.
For a full auto gun, that would be pretty cool.
Neat. Skully, I'm glad the pain of me watching Liberty Chick dig through every single item at Blade Show brought you so much pleasure.
It sure did.
Growing up, my mom always coming home. Why are you so close to me? Go back to where you were. There. Okay. Good. Growing up, my mom always coming home to some bullshit. I remember one time I ruined a refrigerator. So, you know that scene on Jurassic Park where they pulled the DNA from the mosquito in the chunk of amber. Well, my dumbass caught a brown recluse, put it in a styrofoam cup full of paint thinner, put it in the freezer. I didn't know paint thinner melts styrofoam. It also doesn't freeze in your freezer. We had to toss out the food, and the fridge always smelled like paint thinner. I like it.
It's a good try.
I thought he was going to say like the brown recluse came back to life.
It was a good try.
Stolen vehicles on base. Gear Adrift is a gift, and there's only one thief, guys. Everybody is just trying, and there's only one thief. Everybody's just trying to get their shit back. This story reminds me of when I was a turret gunner as a lance corporal, and when we travel, you had to take off your crew serve weapon and lock it inside the Humvee or whatever you drove when you parked in someone else's motor pool. I never got the chance, but when it was my squad's turn to pick up mail at this base in Iraq called KV, I would grab an extra honey bun on the way out of the sweet chow hall, just in case I saw a 50 left out in the open on a turret in the chow hall motor pool. If I saw one, I was going to open the feed tray and smash the honey bun inside there, rack it, and get the fuck out of there.
Now that would be fucking hilarious.
It wouldn't keep it from. It wouldn't malfunction, would it?
No, the honey bun wouldn't keep it from firing, but it's...
But they didn't leave one with a fucking belt in it.
There's no belt in it, so when they go to leave, they're going to open that.
There's going to be a honey bun.
And there's going to be a fucking smashed honey bun in there.
Before any harm's way. That's funny.
Yeah.
Or a turd.
And it's not theft. It's not theft unless you take that gear out in Oceanside and sell it. As long as you're using it to accomplish the overall mission, then it's good to go. You can have that gear.
What do y'all think of Facebook's press release admitting to listening to people in their homes through devices, keeping that info and selling it to third? We knew this. That's nothing new. That was fucking a year and a half, 2 years ago. I had something pop up on my phone over the weekend that said Amazon wants permission to listen to your conversations. That's exactly what it said. Accept or deny. Like, they're not already fucking... We know they're doing it. I can't say wheat germ, Kreshmer wheat germ. That shit'll be on my cart. I have Amazon to the point it actually puts shit in my cart. She's like, do you want me to buy these things in the cart? I'll go, yes. She goes, why are you buying blah, blah, blah? I go, I'm not. And she's like, you better look at your cart. I had 2 things in there. I never fucking ordered.
You guaranteed that wheat germ's in there because you said cart, Amazon, and wheat germ.
Yeah, no shit. And I don't even have an Amazon device in here. Keeping that info and selling it to third parties. I know we all know our phones watch us more than we watch them, but for them to admit it just puts things into perspective. Freedom, you're late to the party, buddy. Like, that shit, they got busted out for that fucking 2 years ago.
They just, the CIA just released a document about Samsung televisions that
all the smart stuff.
8 years ago, they put a back door. The way the program works is they put a back door in there, so when you turn that television off, it turns off, but all the monitoring stuff stays on, so they can still hear your conversations and they can still use the camera to watch the room.
1984.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have it doesn't matter. If you have a small computer anywhere or any device that has a camera, they can access it anytime they want.
Just want to say thanks for doing these podcasts. I binged them all this past month at work to get caught up. Now I'm waiting each day for a new one. I'd like to say, too, that the way you treat good employees goes a long way, and I wish more lead supervisor CEOs would be like you. Again, thanks for taking the time to do these. I think that the whole treat employees, for every employee you see that you think we treat good, I think we treat them good. You'll find 2 that say that I'm a piece of shit or, whatever. It just depends whether you're here, you're happy when you're here, and when you're not. We're pretty fast to not tolerate bullshit. I had a lady, I don't know why I was thinking about this the other day. We had a lady selling for me, and I wasn't even speaking to her. I don't know what she was even mad about. And when I left, she quit that day. And when I left, the girls were like, she jumped up as soon as you walked out of the building, and she's like, who's that motherfucker think he is? He walks around here like he owns this place. They're like, you do know he owns this place, right? Like, owns it. Yeah, the name on the check, he signs your check. Like, I don't know what she fucking thought. I don't know what her deal was. I don't even know what she was mad about.
You walking around the place like you owned it.
I guess. He thinks he's the cock of the walk. I think that was added in there. That's fucking... Who knows, man? It was, Bobblehead Amy, Crazy Amy.
Oh, yeah.
It was her mother-in-law or something. Answer the internet question 10. Would you rather kill 25 kittens or 25 kittens? Or one dog? I don't care. Is it my dog? I mean, I have no problem. If there's a dog running around on the property here chasing some fucking shit, it's not leaving the property.
Is that permission?
I don't give a fuck if you kill a dog. If there's a dog out here running around and you don't recognize it, if it's a pit bull, don't kill it because it might be Becky's pit bull. But anything else, fucking kill that motherfucker. If it's causing some havoc, yeah, kill it. That's here. Like,
that's just Tennessee.
If my dog was out and fucking 2 properties over chasing some shit, they'd kill my dog. You won't find my fucking dog out. You have a problem with the kittens?
No, I don't. I mean, that's a totally stupid question. It's a dumb question. It's dumb.
I'm good either way.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
Come on, folks. Let's get the comments going. Thanks for the badass podcast. Thanks to guys for finally opened a savings account, and we'll try to put back 10 to 30% of my income back a week.
If you open that savings account and the point of it is to save money, don't get an ATM card for it. Don't get an ATM card for it. If they give you one, cut it up, throw it in the trash. If you have to go into the bank to get that money, it makes it a little bit harder. Obviously, you can go into the bank and do that, but if you have the card, that makes it way too easy to go, well, I'm just going to use the card. Just get rid of the card if you want to save money in that account. Don't minimize your access.
I took a couple of minutes to read the comments on the tool bag video you did with Brandel. I now have cancer. Thanks for the content. If you look on the Facebook page, that video is tacked. It's a 1-minute video. It's at the top of the page. Go read the comments. Have fun. Reply to those guys. Those guys will interact and reply back. It's dudes like, you should hook it to a truck and drag it 10 miles. I'm like, why would you do that? It's a tool bag. It's made of nylon. I can do that with my Milwaukee tool bag. No, you can't. So go ahead and make your video, and if you can, then I'll share your video. You should give that to an oil refinery worker. I'm like, he's welcome to buy it.
Because they make a shit ton of money.
Yeah, you like, what's your fucking, like, it is amazing the shit talk. I'm like, hey, thanks for commenting on this video out of the other 1,500 that we made. You chose this one. Thanks for showing up. Fucking crazy, man.
People, how they decide to quantify shit is retarded.
The fact that they even decided to comment is retarded. I'm seeing SOE ads on YouTube now. Maybe the algorithm is listening along with me to the podcast, or maybe it's from recent purchases from you guys. I saw it last night too. I was watching a Rob Bailey video, and off to the sidebar above where it had recommended videos, it was a advertisement for 8 SOE products. I don't know how it got there. I didn't put it there. We're not running any targeted marketing to YouTube. I don't know how it happened, but it's fucking awesome that it happened. So
really?
Yeah.
I saw a picture for a diaper bag.
I saw a diaper bag, a tool bag. There was like 8 items.
Thanks, whoever's doing it.
SOE. Glad you liked my Instagram post on my super duper custom SOE Strider Daypack cooler. Shortly after, I posted that me and my wife took the boat out for the evening cruise. When she asked where the cooler was, I pointed at the pack. She opened it up, got her beer, and immediately asked how much that cost. I said, relax, babe. The cooler was only $15. Then she asked about how much the backpack was. I simply replied it wasn't $15. She chuckled with a little aggravation and said, I know. It was made in the motherfucking USA. I almost fell the fuck out. Keep the podcast rolling in, Tyler. Right on, man. Right on, right on. The ATF was selling full auto kits for real Glocks on Amazon in the airsoft department. Mm-hmm. They stopped after it became known that ordering would invite an ATF visitation. Did they say they were full auto kits or what?
They were. Some allegedly you can buy them off Wish too. It looks just
But
like
what
a
were they
selector.
marketed as?
I don't remember.
I mean, was it,
But it was a
possible?
it was a full-fledged selector. Like,
But in the airsoft section, is it plausible that some kid went and bought that thing?
not knowing what it was.
Yeah.
Thinking they would make his airsoft pistol.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the
or
thing.
whatever.
Here's the thing about that. Only one guy got busted.
And
So
he
one
put
guy
it in a
got
real
busted.
gun?
He bought 19 of them, and he sold 2 guns with them installed. So if you bought that thing for your airsoft, because it's just the rear plate on a Glock, it's just that rear plate. You pull the rear plate off, and it's the stupid rear plate you put on there. So if you bought that and you put it,
Is that true?
Yeah,
I fired a Glock 18 fucking...
That's different. That's the only
Yeah,
real
yeah,
20
full
years
that's
ago?
real.
It's got a
But like,
switch on the slide.
so
Yeah.
if you bought those thinking it was going to go in your airsoft gun, don't know if it works the same. Maybe. I don't know how the disconnector works in an airsoft gun, but
Was it like fucking up a sear? Like it just... You pull the trigger, and even when you stop pulling the trigger, it
no,
fires
it works.
until the mag's
It,
empty?
it works like a real. You pull the
Really?
trigger, fire. Yeah,
Wow.
that's all you have to do is change that plate on the back of the Glocks.
Wow.
They busted one guy, and they busted him not for purchase. They didn't bust him for purchase.
Selling
They
the
busted
Glock
him
with
for
it.
selling the fucking things inside of guns. So be careful what you buy on fucking Amazon. All you're doing is asking when you
Just don't do fucking stupid shit you know you're not supposed to be doing.
all you're doing is asking to invite them in when you do stuff like that. But
It's too good to be true. It's
Yeah.
probably too good to be true.
well, my problem would be like if let's say I was a hardcore airsofter. I was what's his name? Who's got the other truck? We were just talking about him today. You said he looks like he's like skinny and his arms are all flabby. Chris Costa. So let's say
What the fuck?
let's say what?
No,
Is that true?
Oh, damn.
Let's say Chris
I'll
Chris
send you
Costa.
this.
Let's say Chris Costa buys his is on the airsoft thing, and he bought that piece to put in his airsoft pistol.
Why are you busting on Chris?
I don't think there's any way because everybody knows he's the champion of airsoft. Have you seen his runway shit? That was for airsoft.
Okay, I got you.
That was 100% for airsoft.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he
He's-
bought that
he's-
piece.
He's laughing right now.
Yeah.
We love you, Chris.
He bought that piece for his Glock airsoft gun, and then the ATF showed up and said, "Hey, we know you bought this thing," and he's like, "Yeah, for my airsoft gun." I know it's a machine gun part, but I don't see how
They could.
anybody would go to court for that. Like even the ATF. I think if the ATF showed up and went, they're like, "Let me see that thing," and you're in there with your fucking airsoft gun trying to figure out how to put this thing in, they'd be like, give me that. I mean, I don't know, but I'm just assuming that
So
they
not
just be like,
constructive possession. fucking-
yeah, I mean, they could get you for a machine gun part, but the ATF was selling them.
Don't tell Skully. You can buy a monthly subscription of Diet Pepsi on Amazon, cheaper and shipped faster than from Pepsi.
It's all about the hunt, guys. I'm not gonna have that shit delivered to the house. It's about the hunt.
You just
John.
don't like Bezos.
I don't like Bezos.
Does Amanda use pre-workout, and if so, which one? I do keto too and want to avoid sugar. Drew, there's no telling what fucking Amanda does. I don't know. She's like, I can't take anything with beta-alanine, and then I'll see her load something up. I'm like, you know that's straight fucking beta-alanine. Like,
Yeah, it says it on the
you
container.
just told us you can't take beta-alanine, and a week later I'm like, what is this
thought it was
container?
niacin.
Nice. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
fucking know. Whatever. Drew, I honestly don't know. I don't know. But there's a ton of fucking pre-workouts you can take, like like all the Swinney shit. And I want to say the Run Everything Labs. It's 0 sugar in there. There's no carbs in it. John, ever thought about having your own SOE sponsored drag racing car or road car? No, I could give a fuck about drag racing.
You know how you make a millionaire? Take a billionaire, get him into car racing.
John,
That guy that came that does.
yeah,
He took a bunch of stickers. So you put them on the car. He's like, yeah, I think so.
that's cool. That's cool. Think of an empty pickle jar. Think of all the empty pickle jars for ammo Skully could get. Speaking of which, I may have missed it. Did 1,000 rounds fit?
Did they, Scully?
Every round fit in that pickle jar.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that matters is more rounds fit in there than Pierre thought would not.
The
fit
only
in
thing
there.
that matters is the nice 1,000 rounds I have in my garage now.
I spit on all of them.
You don't have them anymore. Jeff got rid of that shit.
Fine.
I spit on all of them.
It's okay.
It's wherever your fucking
Well,
compass.
Winchester
Where's
seals
your
the-
compass?
It's right next to my bed.
No, it's not.
Sends me pictures.
Pretty
She
sure.
sends you pictures?
Yeah, she actually did. After that, he's like, you should put them on this, that, and the other, and all the naughty bits. And she, right at the end of the live stream, she was like, check your Snapchat. So I started clicking it. They were all over the place.
Those went out to everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Just moved to Arizona, hot as hell. Already missed crab fries from NorCal. I don't know what crab fries are.
I don't either.
Thanks for answering my sushi question. Man bears laughter, then heavy breathing and sweating actually enhance the entertainment value. Jeff's sushi story is better than mine. Good day, sir. Tennessee will be a new California, no doubt. The question is when, not if. I'm sorry to say it, but the writing is on the wall. Cosmopolitans in Nashville will see to it. Texas will be blue again. When, not if. Mob rule, oftentimes called democracy, hurts sometimes.
Okay.
Skully, have you become more proficient in the tractor usage at home?
Yes.
Definitely hire some 10-year-old to sell smokes across the from TAC Response. If nothing else, video the laugh from Jaeger. Thanks SOE and crew for awesome podcasts and videos.
Who wrote that?
Would be better.
Brian Fraser.
Would be better is if when Jaeger's pulling out, some 10-year-old just rolled some smokes out there.
I just want a full-on wooden lemonade stand with,
Smoke
smoke grenades for sale right across from Jaeger.
Bottle rockets. Skully, I've never heard you speak of the movie Tank, the story of a senior NCO and his personal Sherman tank. What if we sat out? Could we hide across the street and launch bottle rockets at James when he comes out?
What's across the street? Isn't it a car dealership?
Yeah.
Do we know who owns the dealership?
There's that field behind it.
What if we just pull the car up there and just launch them out of the truck bed or something?
Did like a bottle rocket drive-by?
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's possible.
We could tape them all,
but
and then like connect all the fuses.
I'm just gonna assume. I'm just gonna assume that James will be carrying his firearm at that point, and that.
But these are just bottle rockets.
I get it, but if he catches them off guard,
he's not. No, I don't think he's one to just shoot indiscriminately. Like, he might draw it, we might get a gun pointed at us, but he's going to be laughing.
I don't know. Depends on if he gets hit or not.
Answer the internet question 10. If you were found murdered, who would be the prime suspect?
Ooh.
I don't know. I have so many people that want to murder me.
Gina.
Like on purpose?
No. Be some sort of accident.
Like I baked you this pie?
Yeah. Some sort of accident. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't. Richard Pullman, maybe?
Would want to kill you? Why would he want to kill you?
No, he don't want to kill me. I'm just saying. I don't know.
What's your favorite Tank movie?
My favorite Tank movie's got to be Fury.
Question for Skully. Since I usually have to explain why the Hurt Locker is not an accurate depiction of EOD, what are the best and worst depictions of snipers?
Everything you see on TV is the best and the worst depiction of snipers.
What about Enemy at the
Pretty
Gate?
good.
Enemy at the Gate was...
Wasn't he running the bolt with the wrong hand across his, like...
Are you talking about Enemy at the Gate, or are you talking about Saving Private Ryan? He was left-handed in Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
that's why he was running the bolt. But funny thing about bolt-action rifles is they're built for right-handed people, but if you use the rifle correctly, a left-handed person will be able to shoot it faster than a right-handed person because of the way you have to manipulate the bolt. So if you get anybody that is proficient, with a bolt gun,
Because their trigger finger stays on the gun?
I can fire the gun. I can fire the gun and manipulate the bolt at the same time, where a right-handed person can't do that. He's firing and manipulating the bolt, so I can shoot faster with the bolt gun than he can, or a left-handed person in general.
When you learn the tricks like catching the brass in the air.
Jesus Christ.
Is that the only advantage of being a left-handed person?
What part of sniper school did they teach you that?
Believe me, people, there were fucking... So the 90s was a crazy time because that sniper movie with Tom Berenger was the only sniper movie that was really out.
And what happened when how did he do part 3 when they cut his finger off in part 2?
I have no idea. I think there's like part 5 now. But that was the only movie that was out at the time that had like
any sniper shit
in it. And I know Marines, some of you are still in the Marine Corps, that spent fucking countless hours doing the fucking bolt catch the brass, doing the bolt catch the brass, because it was in the movie, and I'm like, I never did it once.
Come on.
Nope, never, because I'm
You
like,
ever tried it?
no, because it didn't make any sense. The whole point, the whole point is slow and deliberate movement, and then you fire the shot. You don't want anybody to know you're there, but you're like, ching. I just didn't make
What's
any
that movie
sense.
with not Arnold? Who's the other meathead? Not Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sylvester Stallone and Antonio Banderas. Is that a sniper movie?
No, you're thinking of Sniper with Tom Berenger and...
No. It was Sylvester Stallone and Antonio Banderas, and they're over. He's gonna go to a bank, and he's like in this tower.
I think that's assassins or something. They're mercenaries or some shit.
Yeah. There was a sniper scene in that.
Is it
Like
true?
half the movie was through
Is
the
it
scope.
true that every time they deployed your team,
Okay, every time.
and you had to lay in your hide site for more than 24 hours,
More than 24 hours.
they cathetered you?
That is not true.
No, it's true. You probably have a catheter in now.
Have you ever
Well,
been cathetered?
no. What the fuck for?
Because it's not fun. I don't know why you do it.
Okay.
You
Don't
shouldn't be
judge.
sticking
Don't
things in your
judge.
pee hole, fucking
Don't
weirdo.
judge. Awfully judgy.
I do admire you for supporting your girl's kinky shit, though. I mean, I do admire that you would go the distance for.
Can't wait to own that can of Crisco. Can we get like travel packs of Crisco?
I'm sure we can get something not 55-gallon drum.
That's a little bit less than that.
Yeet can. Do you not think that we really thought that was less than 55 gallons?
I mean,
You think you really thought it was 55 gallons?
Man,
Shh. Do you think?
you told me not to think, so no.
Do you believe he really thought that was 55 gallons, Captain Obvious? I see the moon pie. I didn't even see the moon pie.
Pies.
I just
Doodle.
wanted to say that I think Pierre, also known as Green Pants, Laugh Out Loud, has added a great energy and new level of enthusiasm to the SOE crew, being there full time, and it really is great to see and listen to. Aw, swell.
Yeah, this is the Gary V. For
What is that, Jess? Is that...
Max
I
Lozano.
actually must send him wrong shirts.
Did you say you sent him wrong shirts?
Yeah.
Well.
He's like, I ordered this size and you sent me this.
John should check out Last Line of Defense on YouTube. He has a Tacoma with a new multicam black full vehicle wrap. His latest Tacoma video is talking about his setup running 35s. Lots of good views. I like the guy's channel.
Yeah.
I don't think the guy likes us. People several times have recommended SOE products to him, and I think he said something to the effect of, I'm not a fan. So, cool. No, more power to him, man. Whatever it is he's doing, he's in Colorado. His channel, like, I watch his channel. I'm entertained by it. I would like to fucking be cool with the dude. I don't know. Maybe he just has a different perception of us that is not correct. Pierre, you mentioned in a previous video hunting in Michigan. Did you grow up there, and if so, where?
Yes.
Super quick. That's good. Oh, good answer. Norwal music. Super entertained by this.
Norwal music.
Have you seen the Norwals fighting in the sea? Norwals, fun for you and me. Norwals. You haven't seen the video? Oh, it's really good.
Can you do that one more time just so I can get it?
Liberty Chick. I'll bet the whole.
The next
3
10
pages.
I knew I was late on the challenge. I didn't expect to win. I heard you say you would pick the winners after the gym, but I still wanted to post one. I didn't post till after dinner, and I did post on Instagram. It wouldn't post at all at first. I literally had to uninstall the app and reinstall it. That's how she got around us blocking her on Instagram. No, I don't have her blocked. And then it worked. I went ahead and posted to all the other social media sites as well. But it's on Instagram. Anyways, I only have one name, Laugh Out Loud, Liberty Chick. But on Facebook, it is my real name, Christy. Was going to change that, but I think I have to start a whole new account. I don't know. Anyways, I'd do like Christy SOE. Chris SOE. It's kind of like Christy. Say it fast. Chris SOE. Christy. Chris SOE. Christy. My sister's name is Christy with a K. Kristy.
They will let you change your Facebook name.
A lot of times they won't, man.
They'll let you. They won't change it. It'll hold for 24 hours, but they'll let you change it.
Fuck, I couldn't change. I don't.
They'll let you change it.
John Skully and SOE. You're SOE, I guess. John Skully and SOE. You guys have a great podcast. I've been watching it since the beginning and happy to see and exceed the 100 mark. I'm curious, in the last few years, have you seen your product demand shift from military LEO to more of a civilian market? Are you still supplying ninjas as much as you were when you were operating out of San Diego? Just curious. Anyways, lots of podcasts. Love the podcast and love the gun talk from you guys. I'm a career fireman in upstate New York and a gun owner. Doing what I can to exercise that right up here. Keep up the good work. Okay, obviously less military stuff because the whole war on terror shifted. When it was war on drugs, it was green and black gear going to DEA and military units operating across the border. When it was war on terror, it was Coyote, and then it was MARPAT, and then it was Multicam. The wars are over with. We still do little pieces here and there. We still have a couple things that are career issued. We do more lifestyle stuff because we started marketing towards the lifestyle gear. It's not that we make a lot less military. Well, we do make less military stuff because there's not a fucking war going on right now. There's not a push. We still make all the cool guy shit, and we still sell the cool guy shit. But because we started making backpacks and pushing tool bags to dudes and showing them other uses for them, fuck, we could just make fucking and rifle. I mean, we still sell fucking rifle slings. We can't build enough rifle slings. We can't build enough tourniquet pouches, tool bags, micro rigs. Like, plus the micro rig carries a lower price point. It has some utilitarian applications to it. So by showing the different stuff you can use it for, and posting it in those groups and kind of advertising it, putting it in front of those people, we sell way more of that shit. Because a good example is the NSW chest rig. Dudes, look at that. That's the flagship, right? Guys want that $550, $650 chest rig. Dudes buy it. But for every one dude that buys that, there's 1,000 guys that buy a $25 wallet. That's $25,000 versus $650. And that's just the deal. So
The coolest use I've seen of an NSW rig, other than obviously its real use, is Jaeger's, how he has his setup. He's got it set up like a fix-all rifle rig. So when he teaches rifle, he throws this in, and it's in like some crazy color, like some green, not OD, but like
it's green and black.
Yeah, he throws it on, and he's got like, your barrel nut's loose, boom, right here. Like, you need Loctite, boom, right. Like, it's a whole repair any rifle on the rig, like while you're standing there. Yeah. And I was like, man, that's fucking. And he's like, this is how I use this rig. Like,
what do you have to say to that question? No input.
Not really. I mean, that's it. It's a lifestyle thing. We just changed to a lifestyle, and when the Iran thing kicks off, we'll start building more contract.
Think about this. The guy asking the question and the 20 guys typing real fast. We just said they don't make gear for ninjas anymore. I told you they're all lifestyle. Think about this. 3 years ago, there was over 100 companies making Cobra belts like we make. Right now, you got maybe 5. There was a bunch of dudes trying to make fucking tool bags. There was a bunch of dudes making sling bags. There was a bunch of dudes making shit that we make, that we've made for a long time. You don't see all those guys marketing and pushing on Instagram and Facebook and shit. Those dudes, like, companies fucking went out of business. Like, big name companies closed down and are out of fucking business. Companies that started before us are gone. We're still here. Because 5 years ago, when we said this fucking war is fucking toning down, we started making other shit. And there were dudes all over the internet talking shit about it. Guys writing for SoftRep talking shit about how they don't make any real gear, they don't have any NSNs. They just make trinkets. Well, this trinket making motherfucker right here is still in business, while those fucking 2 companies you were associated with are both fucking gone now. So, oh, and by the way, you're not writing for SoftRep anymore, so you can just suck a dick. I can't even remember what that dude's name was. We used his name as a coupon code. They have to tune those cars to run. Great podcast. Yeah, we did that one. They have to tune those cars to run rich to shoot flame. You give up performance in the process.
Yeah, but you're shooting flames.
No, nowadays they can set it to like, it only runs super rich if it's over a certain percentage of throttle and on decent. Like, they can.
Yeah, but you're shooting flame.
Right, like, you don't. But my point is, you don't have to lose the performance.
Skully, I hear you guys talking about tanks coming to save them in combat and the Air Force coming to save the day with Cass. But I never hear anyone talking about the artillery being used in the Middle East. Is the artillery all sitting in Germany waiting on the Russians to storm the Fulda Gap, or is it just not being talked about because it's not as sexy as an A-10?
Well, no,
What's chaos?
the artillery's
Close air support.
the artillery's out there. It's just the artillery's very limited in what they can do in the global war on terrorism portion, because we're not supposed to really be killing people. But the first time the U.S. military has ever faced off Russian frontline troops, it was a small group of Marines and Marine artillery, and we fucking destroyed them. It appears that
When
they
did this
killed
happen?
up to 500 Russian soldiers in Syria.
Oh, gotcha.
Is this that
Yes.
that big story that came out?
I don't know, but
I heard about
yeah.
this.
Like
Where
a
they
year ago or so, 2
Yeah.
years
where
ago.
it was the Russian contractors.
Well,
Basically.
anytime. Here's the thing: anytime Russia sends troops
Yeah.
anywhere, they call them contractors because it gives them plausible deniability. It's the same thing like
But this is that incident.
Crimea.
Right?
When they went into Crimea, they were using real soldiers, but Russia was like,
They didn't
"Oh,
declare.
those are
I heard about
contractors.
this.
Those aren't ours. Those
It was,
aren't
like,
real."
it was a
But
small
yeah,
group of
same
dudes
thing.
that just demolished a fucking.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fucking hosed them down. And to be fair, I don't think the Russians thought that the Russians thought that is what was going to go down, but it went down and they got fucking hosed.
John. Thank you, John. Third time is my new life rule, like John's 5-second rule on accountability videos. You made me realize the charger thing. 100% minus 50% equals 70. That's not how that math works right there. 100% minus 50% is 50%. Or is it a waste of time? 70 equals 70%, or it's a waste of time. Time is something everyone had equal in life. Thanks, SOE and crew, for the awesome podcasts and videos. Another way to look at that is like Spirko likes to say, you only have so many days in your life, or you only have so many heartbeats, right? It's the dash. It's the day you came in, the day you go out. Live the dash, like the dash in between, right?
Shit.
So what he likes to say is, imagine that you have a jar full of marbles, and each marble represents one day of your life. And every day you have to take a marble out of that jar and put it in this other jar. That's fucking everybody. Everybody has to do that. If you can notice that jar every year getting lower, or every couple days, you're going to use that marble a little bit differently. And if you look at it like that, I'm fucking 50 years old. No matter how you look at it, half of my life is over. Best case scenario, longest fucking prolonged. I'm over halfway fucking dead right now. So I have no choice but to fucking use those days. And you're going to use them differently if you fucking look at things like that. Dropped son off at MEPS in Dallas Monday, and right after we got there, some dude shot up the courthouse across the street. Feds took him out pretty fast, though. Shit's getting crazy out there.
See the dude that shot?
Is that what we're talking about? That
Yeah.
thing?
You see the shooter?
Yeah,
The big old out of shape dude. But he fucking
that's the beautiful.
made his hit. Made his
That-
hit.
That's the beautiful thing about firearms. They make everyone equal.
Yeah.
John, we can see you love your job. I mean, you have been doing it since before I was born. Laugh out loud. What's your favorite product to produce? The ones you enjoy making the most? I don't know. I have to be excited about something when I build it. And a lot of times I'll be excited, but then when I get to the shop 2 hours later, I'm like, I'm over it. And we just never build it. I don't know, man. Fucking, I don't know. I have more fun just being here some days than sewing. And then sometimes on a Saturday, I'll just fucking sit down and make something and create something. I don't really know. Sewing is sewing is sewing. It's not, I don't know, man. I like just seeing the finished product. I like to build something new, and I'll build it once, maybe 2-3 times until it's right, and then I won't ever build it again. We'll have, employees will build it. Skully, I'm an ASE certified auto tech for over 30 years. I own my own shop. I work on almost everything. I built/put together a 1950 Packard that someone else took apart. What I want to tell you is don't screw with that old Falcon gas tank. Buy a new one. see if something's here will work. If not, I had a Packard tank made by Rick's Fuel Tanks in El Paso, Texas. I shipped the old one to them. They sent me a new one. They fabricated. I don't like the chemical cleaners and coatings. They tend to flake off and plug up the carburetor. If the tank in your trunk floor is a Mustang tank, is in your trunk floor, a Mustang tank might work. Good luck. That's good info, huh?
Yeah, it might work. I mean, I've said before with this car, it's a conglomerate because it was made in Australia, and all those car companies were actually one manufacturer. So I've got Packard rear brakes on that car. I have a Mercedes-Benz Point. I do know that I have a 73 Mustang radiator because when they pulled it off the truck, the radiator wasn't where it was not bolted in, and it slammed into the fan blade. It's that whole search for the part, and I really don't have time to mess around with it right now.
Let me see your hands. The other side of them. Look how soft they are.
They're not soft. They've never been soft.
Look at these hands.
They're just the same.
No. You have no calluses.
Yes, I do.
No, you only have your masturbation callus on your fingers there. You don't have like...
What's that?
What's this from?
We've been working out for fucking 30 years.
I didn't work out for... I started working out again when you started working out.
You were working out before that.
6 weeks.
Okay, well, then in 6 weeks, you stop working out, and then in 6 weeks, we'll compare. I'll work out for 6 weeks, you stop.
We were just saying today, like, working at Mercedes, you probably got hand massages and hand pedicures, manicures.
With happy endings included. We didn't even have to tip.
Well, we just noticed, like, Rappaport, because you and Rappaport have the same job, right?
Yeah.
You did the same thing,
You
right?
want to open this can of worms?
Is it a can?
Oh, it's fucking 55-gallon drum certified. Go ahead.
Because Rappaport's hands...
Yeah, manly.
Manly.
Yeah.
Like grizzly bear paws.
Yeah, because he's a man. Arr. I'm just going to leave it at that.
But you guys had the same
He's
tools.
way better than me. By every facet
But
you
you had
want
the
to argue.
same tools.
Yeah. He
Did
did
they have
more
the
work
same
with
tools?
lesser tools. I had the bougie ones. He had the man's tools.
You had the bougie ones.
He had the man's tools. I wiped mine
Your-
down with
Your tools were
citrus wipes every time I put
your
them away.
tools were just for looking at.
I wasn't even joking. I actually wiped them down with citrus wipes before I put them away.
Did
Smells
it not wipe off all the anodizing?
Until chrome dipped.
It's anodized. It's anodized plastic.
With chrome.
Dipped.
Snap on.
Does it snap on?
Yeah, I stole that motherfucker money.
His said snip on.
He's still charging. Every Friday I still get an email.
Does he know you don't work there anymore?
Yeah.
And when's he going to come here?
No, he don't give a shit. He's a cool guy.
He'll come looking for your box.
No, I only owe him a couple $100.
John Dundon Motorsports makes very nice push parts. Even custom fab work that won't break the bank. Real good group of people. Those pops, bangs, flames coming from the newer car exhaust is most always two-step anti-lag or a rolling anti-lag, a type of launch control. My cars don't have launch control.
It's not anti-lag.
Definitely requires tuning and generally forced induction like a turbocharging. I'm not opposed to a turbo. When active, timing retards and fuel isn't burnt in the engine but closer to the turbo and tire exhaust. It's meant to build boost without having to raise RPM to do so. Just another way to launch a newer tuned car. Back in the 50s, hot rods did put a spark plug at the end of the exhaust pipe, run the carb rich to shoot long flames. But that was just for show. In no way should a car just shoot flames through. Something would definitely be wrong with ignition O2 cats. You don't sound impressed. I'm going to give you this. Look up Dundon Motorsports. Skully! We all ask about fighting guns, but you love all guns. So, what is your favorite rimfire? I love my Savage 93 R17. It's a bolt action 17 HMR with a bull barrel. I put a 4 to 12 power scope on it and can see rabbit's eyes before it dies.
Damn. Bull barrel on a 17.
1022.
Yeah, I mean 1022 is my.
I had a Sears
I
and
wanna
Roebuck
take
lever
down.
action
I want to get a takedown with the Magpul
with a magazine, a detachable magazine.
The
Yeah,
Magpul
I mean the
stock
1022 is the. It is the standard when it comes
I would
to
have 50
rimfire.
of them.
50?
I think,
If I was buying guns, like you buy guns, I would just buy a 1020 every time I found one.
I think that's my next purchase.
I almost do actually. I've got a
Have
couple.
50?
I have a couple of them.
I would shoot them two-handed.
1022s?
I would shoot them
Do you
two-handed.
have a takedown?
Yeah.
You wanna
I'd get
rid
that.
of
Two of them.
I'd get that
Get
choke
rid of it?
stainless steel folding stock, and we would have them bolted on
You
both
ever
sides
sold
of
a gun?
every four-wheeler.
No, I've never sold a gun.
But you've traded.
I've been loose with guns here lately,
But you've
I've
traded.
not.
What do you mean loose? What does that
Meaning,
mean?
like, the rule was never get rid of a gun, period.
You got rid of a gun?
I traded one with Pierre.
But your number never changed. Your number can't go down. It can stay the same or go up, is the rule.
No, that's not the rule. The rule is
Okay, so how many have you gotten rid of?
probably...
Half a dozen?
No. Probably it's like maybe 5.
Well,
Got
half a
rid
dozen,
of?
6.
Why?
Maybe. Not got rid of, but
So
like,
I'm honored.
traded or,
I
gave
Are you hungry?
Gun to my-
Do you need to take some food home
I,
with you?
I
got-
gave a
we
gun
got
to
Vienna
my boy,
sausages.
Leo, I got just...
That's fine, though.
Yeah.
How many did Leo? I mean,
So
how
do I
many
have
did Leo bring? You know,
Do I have one of like the lone used to be Scully's and then got rid of it guns? Should I like never shoot it again?
No, you should shoot it.
No, I
But
did.
yeah,
Shot
it's
the piss out of it like 2
It's
weeks after I
definitely
got it.
it's definitely a rarity.
That's what we were gonna do last weekend. For Sunday, she's like, "I want to go skeet shooting." I was like, "Oh, I got a shotgun for you."
Yeah, it's a
We
rarity.
didn't go. But we'll go this weekend.
she's like, motherfucker, I know you didn't get a shotgun from me.
I'll let you
I know,
use
that,
your
I
shotgun.
know that's your shotgun.
I'll let you use your shotgun.
She's like, this bitch ain't pink.
She can shoot.
All transactions are legal, by the way, so don't.
What do you think a 1022 should cost?
Nowadays,
Right now, they're
$250.
yeah, they're
A takedown?
they're between 200 and 260. Takedown
I
probably
remember buying them for
260.
$130.
Probably 260. I'm thinking takedown. A little more expensive. You get threaded barrel.
No, that joke.
They didn't used to make a takedown. You had to buy the parts to make it takedown.
Right.
And then it wasn't super takedown. It had a big fucking knurled bolt. You had to screw through the stock at an angle.
Yeah, Jaeger's got a cool setup on one. He's got it's a takedown, and then he's got I guess like a direct thread Atlas can.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the same.
Was it
diameter.
oversleeve?
No, I think it looks, from what it looks like, it looks to be like the same. And like he's got the Magpul stock that holds the barrel and everything. Like it's like a pretty with a little red dot. I mean, it's a snazzy little. I want to say the whole thing with the can probably smaller than like great backpack gun. Like this is a slick little
neat.
setup.
Okay, we can finish this tomorrow.
Oh, hold on. Okay, fine.
Hold on, I feel I missed something.
Yeah.
I know John said he was on vacation for a bit, spending time in Camden, but is Pierre Panda Pants now on SOE's payroll and working there full time? Well, he's here a lot. We just don't pay him. He fits the podcast enough. I like hearing his stories and about the dealership. My brother was a technician for Porsche and Audi, and his stories are much like Pierre Panda Pants.
We put a desk in the basement and Pierre sits at it.
I just still haven't.
And you
got
see
my
my
check.
stapler?
My
That
check.
boy's in the black eye movie.
My check. Last time I didn't get cake.
Alright, guys. We still got a bunch of shit to do.
I've got one thing to add.
Oh god, here it
Yeah,
comes.
no, this is good. Everybody that's jumping on fat_girl_chronicles
Did you
17.
read that? Did you see her video
Yes.
from today? I tagged you on it.
Yes. I want to say thank you to
you.
everybody and keep doing it. It is now your duty to keep this lady motivated.
Oh, that's
She started doing keto, it seems,
those
recently.
aren't for sale.
Are these military transport?
Yeah, because of that. That's why I say they're going somewhere.
Yeah.
They're taking them somewhere.
Yeah.
The Marine Corps uses them all the time.
Yeah,
now.
M razors.
Just had a staff sergeant killed at MARSOC at Pendleton, rolled over.
Is that the new one?
The new Razor.
Oh, there was some new shebang that like the Marines broke in 24 hours or something.
We didn't really break it in 24 hours. It was actually the Army that rolled it over. That was the new armored fucking Humvee.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I told him everything I wanted to.
Yeah, sure. That was cool.
Yeah.
Flores tagged me in her video today, or I wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah, everybody's. I saw a bunch. Liberty Chick. I want to say Schlosser, Flores. A bunch of people message her like good like paragraphs of like keep it up. So please keep that up.
Yep.
She's down. She's about to break 300, I think.
She started off. She was close to 400.
Yeah.
She said.
It's a big deal.
All right, guys.